fantastic weekend as I start every one of my Monday calls off this way here. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to join with us. Jay has actually increased the amount of people on the call. We've got a lot more agents coming to work for us, either in final expense or starting to do some IUL business, Medicare, Medicare Advantage, Medicare supplements, and also the under 65 health insurance. So we're starting to kind of grow more than what we've already done. We're bringing on some new faces, and it's happy to hear and speak to new people all the time to where we can help them grow a new successful business with us. So it doesn't matter whether you want to jump into final expense 100% or Medicare, or you want to do a little bit of each. What we're going to do is we're going to teach you how to do a little bit of cross-selling, how to ask for the sales, how to ask for the money, how to kind of learn how to do the ups and downs when people have rejections and they want to sit and think about it. All the different things that you've got to know we have in our library. So let me kind of start off with this here. I've made some notes here because there's a lot I want to talk about today in a short period of time. And if you want to be successful in anything, if you cannot write down what you want to be successful in, your brain does not see it and it will not do it. So you must visualize what you want. Excuse me. You need to write it down. You need to have an end goal. And with the end goal, you have to have some intermittent goals to where it's kind of like a ladder effect. I see agents call me and say, Joe, I heard on the call yesterday how this agent did 5 Medicare Advantage and 3 final expense. How does he do that? Well, he just does it. Well, I don't know how to do it. Can you explain to me how he does it? Well, I'm going to explain to you how he does it. He goes to work every day. He studies his products. He studies his competition, and he does it. I had an agent call me years and years ago, and I said, when are you going to get out and do some work? You bought some leads. Leads came in last week, had a slow return on the first batch. You only got 12 of the 15 you ordered. Why haven't you gone out and worked those leads yet? Well, I'm still practicing. I'm still rehearsing my pitch. You know, I'm not going to go out until I know it exactly right. I'm on the phone with this gentleman, and I actually want to put my hands through the phone line and kind of shake him up a little bit and saying the best way to learn it is to get out there and do it and make a mistake. Failure, which I hate using that word, is part of the success path to become better at what you're doing. You can practice all you want at home. I like practicing in front of the mirror. I even practice when I'm in the shower. It's my alone time. Yet you need to move from out of the house or out of the office, either to be speaking with somebody face to face or on the phone. Because all the stuff you learn, you got to put it into action to where you give an opportunity to yourself. Agent told me years and years ago, he said, Joe, I'm going to get together and go out. He says, I've been waiting on my company cars to come in. I looked at him and I said, another one, I want to put my hands through the phone lines. I said, you're waiting for your cars to come in before you go out? He says, yes. I said, well, why don't you go out, and when the person asks you for a card, say, I apologize, ma'am, I have been so extremely busy. I passed out so many cards, I've got some more in order, yet let me write down my name and my phone number. Okay? How many of you guys, girls, agents, how many of you folks have your own personal website? Today's, it won't cost you maybe $200-300 to make up your own personal website. Give them a little bit of description on who you are, the name of your company. You can call it Joe Ciaccio Insurance Agency. You can call it, Antonio Lay Insurance Agency of California. You can name it whatever you want. Yet you need to have a presence, because that will also make people feel that you are a good person. You know what you're doing. You have a website. You've got a landing page. They can read a little bit about you. And a lot of that stuff you can take from other websites and transpose it into your website to make it sound the way your words come out, to where you have your own website. You're going to go to somebody's house, they're going to go, I've never heard of you before. Who's this company you represent? Who are you? No problem, man. What you can do, let me give you my card. Here's my card. Will you please look up my website and you can see exactly who I am. First thing I want to see on your website is your picture. Not a picture of your dog or your cat. I want to see a picture of you on that web page right when it pops up. So now they're looking at the card, they're in their computer, or you can bring it up on your phone for them. Now they know exactly you are an agent. I started here, I've been doing this for a long period of time. This is what I do now. I specialize in final expense, Medicare, under 65, whatever you want, put in there. You can tailor make it to you. What it does, it gives you strength. It gives you stability. It makes them feel that you are a real life insurance agent. You're not some fly-by-night guy that's coming in town to run some leads to take something from them. People are becoming more and more cautious every day. This time 10 years ago the same way. Yet it's getting a little bit worse. No matter what you do, you always hear about something bad. You don't hear about what a great guy Chris was or how he helped Miss Jones cross the street because her leg was hurting. People don't want to hear that nice stuff. People want to hear bad stuff, and it's sad, okay? Yet, what we want to do is to develop you into a more perfect agent. An agent that goes out to work every day, that has the tools that you need, and wants to go to work. Now, the vision you have, you must have the ability to feed it. And if you can't feed it on your own, you can go AI it, you can go to Google, you can go anywhere you want, and you can ask it, how do I create a pattern for goals? What do I have to do to set up, if I want to hit 10 goals, what do I need to do to hit those 10 goals? I'm gonna give you some of them. You got to get up, you got to go to work, and you got to practice. Now, I've used this analogy a lot of times. An agent says, well, Joe, I'm not really sure when I'm going to go out, or right now business is kind of slow, or it's raining, weather's too cold. I'm not in the mood on going out. Well, that's not the sign of an agent who wants to be successful. Those are not signals that I like to hear from an agent who told me last week how he wants to do this, this, and this. In sales, you're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs, and you're going to have your cruising. Not one professional ball player that I have seen on TV has done perfect every game. Not one. Michael Jordan is one of the greatest. He misses shots. All these different golf players you hear out there are great, yet they miss a putt. Think about it. A football player, quarterback, the greatest ones out there have thrown a pass and then went a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Yet what they're doing is every time that they make a mistake is that they're learning how to correct it for the next time. That's why they become professionals. Every professional sports person either has a group coach or they have their own personal coach. Basketball players, football players, golfers, all golfers have their own personal coach. They may have a coach on hitting the driver, fairway shots. They may have another one on putting. You sit and think. We want to get contracted. You say, Jay, I want to get contracted to do final expense and Medicare. I want to do this here. And you've done a little bit of it, and all you expect, I'm going to get my license, I'm going to get appointed, and now you're just sitting at home waiting for people to call you. It's not going to happen. You've got to have a plan on how to go out and attract business. Do you do it on the internet? Do you do it on social media? Do you give out company cards? Do you join the BNI group to where you go to these little weekly groups to where you get to meet people, you're the only insurance agent there? Do you do advertising at your school, at your church? Do you do civic organizations where you're out there with a table and a little banner promoting yourself? These are things that you have to decide what you want to do. My father told me a long, long time ago, he said, son, nobody's just going to come put a check under your door. you got to get out and you got to hustle. The people that hustle more get bigger paychecks. The people that want more get more out of life. It's not going to be easy. If anybody tells you insurance is easy, they're lying to you, okay? What is easy is getting prepared to go out to do it. It's easy to study. It's easy to sit there and listen to videos and make all these notes. That's very easy. But the hard part is crossing the start line. The start line. That's hard sometimes. It's hard for people to cross that start line because they're afraid they're not going to do well. They're afraid they're going to mess up. They're afraid they're going to make a mistake. They're afraid they're going to be a failure. That's part of being successful. I don't know of any professional in any field who actually said this is going to be easy. Now, they may have saw somebody else and said, oh, that looks easy. Yet when it comes to you doing it, it becomes hard. I rode with a manager 100 years ago. His name was Ron. I can't think of his last name. The nicest guy. This guy he was a gift to me. He taught me things, went to a house. He said, Joe, you're going to make this presentation. Hell yeah, I can do it, man. I'm the man. I did the presentation. I made the transition. People said, I want to think about it. I want to think about it. So that was kind of like a cold towel in my face. And I don't know what to say. He says, you know something? He said, I understand how you want to think about it. And whatever he said, I don't recall. Yet he made the sale for me. Yet I felt that I could do it. Yet I listened to what he said. And believe it or not, when you hear what somebody says and you actually listen to it, not just hear it, you put it in the memory bank, you blueprint it in your brain, you write it down, that's going to take you one step closer to, I need to think about it. Can we come back another day? You can actually pull these little files out of your brain. Your computer's got all these little chips. You can open that file up. You're going to read it real quick, come back down, and it's going to come out of your mouth very, 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 very easily. Okay? Now, done this. Now, this is what everybody kind of tells me. They want to know, is it easy? And that's the question everybody asks, is it easy? I don't want this business to be easy because there'll be 100,000 more people doing it. Actually, I want it to be a little bit harder. I really do. The harder it is, you get the more people who actually want to do it, who want to be successful. Because if anybody can do this here, it kind of takes the challenge away from everything. So, this is the question you got to ask yourself. Is it easy? Does it work? And can I do it? Okay, those are the questions you need to ask yourself. Does this work? And can I do it? Now, does it work? The answer is yes. I'm telling you that there. I've been doing this for 29 years. I've seen agents that are phenomenal agents. They speak with a silver tongue. They speak with a gold tongue. They do not sell, they solve. And that's where a lot of agents mess up. They want to sell the product. They want to talk about it here. They want to do this and that stuff there. They want to sell the product. What you need to do, you need to find the solution of why that person either called in or sent a card in. What were they wanting to have solved when they called you? When your phone rang, they want something. Your job is to find out what they want, hit their feelings, let them know that you're here to help them and assist them, and you're there to solve the solution or solve the problem they have with a good solution to where they have that warm, fuzzy feeling. People buy on emotion, yet they keep it based on logic. Okay? Now, this is very easy for me to do, to take my money out of my pocket. This is very, very easy for me to do. Yet when it comes for me to buy something, what's it called, alligator arms? Your arm doesn't go in your pocket because you don't want to take your money out. Yet, that car you bought 6 months ago, either you really, really needed it or you really, really wanted it, or the salesperson helped convince you that was the right car for you. the right color, the right style, the right year, the warranty, the pricing, the interest rate, all that stuff there factors in when you're going to buy something from somebody else. So when you're going to buy something from somebody else and they're telling you all this stuff here, and you put your hand in your pocket, they had to hit a part of your heart, your soul, and your mind to where you said yes. So when you're in a home with a person, all the practicing you do at home, in the shower, you got to get out and do it. Whether you want to be face to face or you want to be on the phone with somebody, you have to just do it. I expect you to mess up. It's okay to mess up. I did not start off perfect. I still am not perfect. I will still learn. I still learn every day. So what I'm asking you guys to do, it's not easy, yet what you need to do, you need to focus. Focus on one. Focus, let's say, on Medicare Advantage and final expense. You want to focus on final expense and under 65 because you don't want to do the certifications. That's all fine with the Medicare. You need to have one main one and one to fall on to also say, oh, by the way. Oh, by the way, do you have health insurance for your children? Oh, by the way, you're 47 years old. How old are your mom and dad? Oh, my father's going to turn 65 in a couple months. That's a lead for you. So just think about talking with people that will actually make people feel who you are. I'm going to end it with this here. When they ask you, Joe, what are you doing now for a living? I talked to you years ago. Are you still in the insurance business? And you go, yeah, I'm still in the insurance business. What have you told them? You told them the same thing that they said. I'm in the insurance business. What you need to do, you need to take a step back and say, how can I expand on that there? You may want to say, I'm in the insurance business. Yes, I really enjoy helping people make smart financial decisions when it comes to their Medicare choices and when they need to get some type of life insurance. I help them make good decisions. I help guide them based on their finances and their needs to where they've got peace of mind that their family's taken care of. That's what I do. I offer solutions to people. I help people. Think about it. You're just an insurance agent. You're a broker. You own an agency. What does that mean? You got to kind of tell them what that means, what it entails. So with that said, guys, if you need more carriers, you want to get into Medicare, you want to start doing under 65 health insurance, no matter what you want, we have it here for you. Give us a call, schedule an appointment with me. We can go over some of your goals, some of the dreams and desires you want to have, and I'm here for you. Thank you guys. Make it a great day. Bye-bye.